into the feeling and emotional brain and how it goes about capturing information and knowing. And one of his conclusions is that there are few perceptions of any object or event that are ever neutral in emotional terms. That's a quote. That are ever neutral. In other words, to say it in a positive direction, pretty much everything we take in has a feeling attached. Because that feeling is the way the body organizes the information inside ourselves. And you see, I think that in terms of large categories, there's two kinds of knowledge in the body. One is identity. Everything that has happened to you. Everything you've said, everything people have said to you, everything you have experienced, that's in your body. And it's a vast amount. I mean, if we're talking, 40 million bits per second over a lifetime, what amount of knowledge can that constitute? The other thing to keep in mind is this, and this is another of Damasio's conclusions, that feelings are fundamental to solving any non-standard problem that involves creativity, judgment, or decision-making, and that requires the display and manipulation of vast amounts of knowledge. That's a quote. Vast amounts of knowledge. You see, what happens is the way the body communicates its knowledge to us isn't in a printout, isn't in a list, isn't in a database, isn't in a Google search. It's in the most compressed and concise way of knowing. And knowing itself is a feeling. And when we understand the value and importance of feeling and how feeling, and I'm not talking about the basic emotions of fear and hunger and any of that kind of stuff. I'm talking about emotions at levels of subtlety that most people aren't aware they're having. Right now, we're all feeling something. And that's information our bodies are giving us, triangulating who we are, how we've defined our identities, with the other vast body of knowledge, which is where we are going, the future, our desires. Human beings are constantly creating desire. You're in traffic, you want the light to change. You want your boss to be in a good mood. You want to finish this project on time. You're hoping the client notices this. We generate huge amounts of information about where we're going, about what we desire. And that's in our bodies. And all of this vast, unimaginably huge amounts of information that our bodies manage to organize are called out or displayed to us through feeling. Feeling is non-linear. There is nothing more non-linear than communicating feeling. That's how these vast amounts of knowledge come to us. But we don't learn to use them. We don't learn what they mean. In fact, we learn to depreciate them. Touchy-feely, what are you talking about? Let's get down to what's visible and actionable. All of the phrases that people use to dismiss this information, choosing to work a lot harder because we don't understand what it is to work smarter. Damasio uses the term embodied brain, even the term embodied mind, because of the complete integration of body and mind. This whole idea of there being a brain over here and a body over here is just